Rangers lose 4-3 to the Philadelphia Flyers. And I'm sorry if anyone wanted me to be raging, if anyone wanted me to be mad. It's 2 in the morning. I just got home finally from the game. I ended up just spending more of the night in the city, trying to just decompress, get my mind off the game. And of course, it's back on the game now because obviously we got to talk about it here. But overall, I'm not happy at all. I'm very disappointed. I'm very pissed because for all the criticism that Gallant got for putting Heedle into the shootout, how about instead you show up for the first two periods? How about that? Before we dive further into the action, though, for the night, be sure to leave a like on this video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We recap every single Ranger game here, and turn the notifications on if you do not have them on already, just so you know when I upload. But let's dive into this, not waste any more time. I'm trying to shower, get to bed, all that. So let's just dive into this thing. Again, piss poor effort. Piss poor. Do not let the shots fool you in this one because the Rangers played awful in the first two periods. They just didn't play good. And I don't care if anyone tries to convince me otherwise, they didn't. I'm trying to understand why the Rangers can't seem to grasp quality over quantity with shots. Why can't you grasp that? Because I'm tired of seeing garbage shots from the blue line, shots from uh below the hash mark from these impossible angles around the perimeter of the ice. Get in the middle, get in the slot, score a goal. And isn't it amazing that all three of the goals that the Rangers scored was in that area of the ice? Wow. Isn't that crazy? The Rangers also had three power plays in this game, put up a goose egg, and were abysmal on especially one of the power plays. Short-handed, they had some good looks. Power Mont in particular, I'm pretty sure it was with a really good look. Um, I'm just not happy. Philly opened the scoring early, and it was Cam York from Thompson, and just you lose a face-off, and Igor Shesterkin has to save that. There's no other way around it. Igor had all the time in the world to save that shot, and you have to save it. There's no excuse there. None. And then not too long after, Flyers go ahead and score again because Jacob Trouba just gifts the puck right to Kevin Hayes. Kevin Hayes feeds it over to Owen Tippett. Tippett just walks Keandre Miller. Miller gets sent to another dimension, and then Tippett just snipes one on Igor. And this wasn't a pretty goal either that Igor probably should stop at the same time. You can't be getting walked like that. You just can't. And then the Rangers icing the puck, garbage scoring opportunities, just all night, all night. That's all you had from them. And I'm trying to think, was there really any quality scoring chances in that first period? Not that I can even remember. Second period, first period shots, by the way, were 13-8 in favor of the Rangers. But second period, just the Rangers they looked a bit better. You had Trouba, who thought he scored a goal at one point in this period, which I don't know why people thought he scored, to be honest. But you had a couple good quality opportunities. Oh yeah, Heedle in the first period ended up hitting a post on the backhand. That was a shot that almost went in from the first period. My memory's just all over. Like I said, I should not be doing this late night. I should wait for tomorrow, but it is what it is. I just want to get this up either way. And either way, I don't even want to talk about this game. I won't be in the mood tomorrow either because it was abysmal. 19-8 in favor of the Rangers in the second period. It's amazing that they had the least amount of shots in the third period. But again, it's that quality over quantity difference. The quality chances that they were getting in the third period. Philly opened the scoring early in the third. It was Joel Farabee from Sanheim and Lindblom. And this one, oh, does this one make me mad? Adam Fox with a lousy no-look pass, turnover, and the back check, piss poor effort. Piss poor. There's no excuse for that. None. And he has not been great defensively lately. And all of a sudden, it's 3-0 Flyers. And the Garden's quiet. The Garden's depressed. But then Artemi Panarin scores not too long after, less than a minute, as a matter of fact, from Trouba and Miller. Trouba fires a shot on goal, and then that ended up getting tipped in by Artemi Panarin. And the Rangers all of a sudden had some sort of life. And there was the questionable, what could have been a delayed game call. And the arena's starting the asshole chant. Yours truly started that. And then what else was there? Rangers did end up getting a power play opportunity. Did nothing on it. But later in the third, Mika Zibanejad scores from Vatrano and Lindgren. Nice little play where Mika passes it to Vatrano. Vatrano shoots the puck. Mika gets the rebound. Again, in that area of the ice. Crazy. And then seconds after that, Andrew Kopp scores on 5-hole off of a feed from Artemi Panarin, and then Barclay Goodrow got an apple as well. And Copper, this was a pass right to the slot, and Copper goes 5-hole. And then the Rangers got a power play after, and you're thinking, okay, we're going to score here and win this game, right? Nah. They don't score on the power play. OT, the Rangers had more of the third period shots, by the way, 10-6 in favor of the Rangers. OT, the Rangers had a couple good scoring opportunities. I think it was Kreider and Mika with the best opportunity of that one. But overall, didn't matter. Philly got a power play at the end of this. Kind of just killed everything. And then, of course, this ended up going to a shootout. And the Rangers then scored in the shootout. Kevin Hayes with the only goal of the shootout because, of course, it's Kevin Hayes. The Rangers lose this one 4-3. Sorry. Needed that water there. But, shots in OT, by the way. 4-4. Shots in total of the game. 46-26 in favor of the Rangers. Face off 49-41 in favor of Philly. Hits 28-19 in favor of Philly. Block shots 20-3 in favor of Philly. Giveaways 6 apiece. The Rangers played soft. There's no way around it. No way around it that they played a soft game. They played soft, especially the first 2 periods. They were scared to get in on the forecheck, scared to throw hits for whatever reason. It's the Philadelphia Flyers. Wake the fuck up. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm truly tired of it. I don't want to see people blaming Gallant for what he did for the shootout lineup when the Rangers had every opportunity to win this game. He showed up in the first 2 periods, or if Igor just stops one of those soft goals, one of the 2 soft goals he let in, they win this game. And it's a different story. Yeah, and so much for Igor for winning the Hart, by the way, now. Let's get into each individual line, though, because, like I said, I'm just trying to make this a bit of a quicker recap, and I'm sorry that it is that way. First line, and we had a bit of line changes tonight as Gallant decided to go with something different after him saying they played like horseshit, and what do they do again? Play like horseshit. Glad to see that they're listening to their coach. Makes me so comfortable. But first line, of course, is Kreider, Zibanejad, and Vatrano. That's what it was, as it's been for the past few games. And I wasn't too happy with their game. Kreider has been very quiet as of lately. He had a couple good scoring opportunities, but nothing really stood out. Mika, okay. And then Vatrano, he looked pretty good. He had a couple scoring opportunities in this one. Second line being, this ended up getting switched in the middle of the game, but they started it as Panarin, Kopp, and Brzezinski? Sure. Why not? That line ended up being Goudreau later on. And no matter who it was on that line, wasn't it? Was not it. Panarin had 7 shots on goal, but none of them were good. None of them were good. I'll tell you that. Sorry if you heard my dog barking there, my God. But I was not happy with the second line, really. Top had a decent game. Panarin, okay. Brzezinski and Gaudreau were just not good. Marco Gaudreau could not hit the net. Brzezinski, he had a good scoring opportunity. It was in the first or the third. I don't remember. I know it was on that side they were shooting, but that was really about it. I think that was in the third. The third line, speaking of the third, was Lafreniere, Hedel, and tonight Gauthier. Gauthier thought was decent coming back into the lineup. He had a good chance on the backhand in the first period. That was really about it for him. But he wasn't terrible. He was okay. Again, he can't finish though, so that's a whole other issue. Lafreniere, he had a pretty good game. He had a lot of good scoring opportunities in this one. So again, another night where he could have got a point easily, but robbed. And then Hedel, I thought looked really good. I thought Hedel had a great night, and people want to hate on him being put in the shootout, but at the same time, he had a really good game in my opinion. And then the fourth line being Reeves, Mott, Gaudreau, and Reeves, and then Brzezinski ended up moving down there. No matter who it was, the fourth line was just not really it tonight. The Reeves threw a couple good hits, but that was about it. Mott was good on the penalty kill, wasn't really good 5-on-5. And in terms of Brzezinski, I mean, I already addressed him. The defense. There you go. I could talk. All of them sucked. All of them sucked. And I knew Schneider was going to get set. I said in the last video if you don't believe me, so go check that out. If you really care enough. But, Lindgren and Fox, lazy, soft, dumb decisions. Fox and Panarin again, every game. They need to be quicker with the puck. A common conversation, common theme with them. Second D pair, Miller and Trouba got absolutely walked. Offensively, they're okay. I mean, Miller had some chances in overtime. Sure. And then Nemeth and Braun. Brutal. Just brutal. And then Igor had a rough night. They played bad. Played bad. Especially defensively. There's no other way around it. Let's just get to Twitter. I need to go to bed. Black Dog asks, at New York Rangers, are you hard up for scoring? Solution, Julian Gauthier. Bench the kid on defense with a rocket, that being Schneider. Questionable coaching decisions and effort tonight. I'm really good. I'm ready to play a good team, so the boys show up. Yeah, I was talking to Dancing Larry after the game, and he was saying that, he's not worried for the playoffs because the Rangers end up beating the good teams either way. But at the same time, beat some bad teams. Beat some. Beat one for once in your life. This team is way too cocky at times, and it pisses me off. And yeah, I agree. The coaching decisions were a bit questionable with the lines. But at the same time, you got to respond to your coach when he says you play like horse shit. NWire10, what were you thinking when you saw Hedel for the third shot? I was confused, but at the same time, I mean, the lineups, the first three shooters are given before they go. So it is what it is, and Hedel had a good game. Again, that's not what lost them the game. New York South 24, I knew we would lose, but at least we get a point, I guess. This is the one time I guess I'll take a point because they came back, and it sucks because the Garden was bumping when they tied that game. It was bumping. And the things I would have done for the Rangers to win that game with that atmosphere would have been great. And lastly, Chessie owns you. Thoughts on Braun and Nemeth tonight? I couldn't stand them, but maybe you got a different vision on them. I guess Braun had a good game. He had like 2 or 3 shots on goal. I did not like Braun's game. I didn't think he stood out at all. And then Nemeth, he's just not smart at hockey. He just isn't. And both of them contributed to the common theme that we've seen over the past 2 games now of turnovers, and turnovers. But that's where I'm going to end things. Again, bit of a shorter one. I do apologize. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're fans. Turn the notifications on, as I mentioned. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go Rangers, I guess.